Have you ever woken up feeling like you need something more to move forward today? As if on the outside everything was working, but on the inside, something called for direction, for relief, for a word that made sense? It's not always easy to start the day with enthusiasm. Sometimes the body lifts up, but the soul is still lying down, and we follow, as usual, without stopping to listen to each other, without remembering that even in the midst of confusion, the miracle can happen. But what if something changed today? What if instead of running out to complete tasks, you stopped for a moment to feed your faith? What if this moment was all you needed to find clarity, courage, and some peace again? Life does not demand perfection. She asks for presence. And when you start the day with a heart in gratitude, even what seemed stuck starts to flow. Psalm 103:2 reminds us, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget none of his benefits." Because yes, even on difficult days there are still blessings. There are still reasons to be grateful, even if the mind tries to convince us otherwise. And it is when you are grateful for what you already have that you begin to attract, effortlessly, everything you still expect. Gratitude is the seed of miracles. So before we start, comment here your name or your dream. Write in faith, as someone who plants something in the universe, hoping to reap light, response, and direction. Because when we declare with an open heart, God listens, and he begins to act, sometimes invisibly, but always with love. Take a deep breath and receive this prayer made especially for you. Have you ever woken up feeling like you need something more to move forward today? As if everything is fine on the outside, but something inside you calls for silence, direction, or rest. The day does not always start light. Sometimes thoughts come before the alarm clock. But today, before leaving, before running, before charging yourself, stop for a moment. There is something sacred in this moment, the now. And if you let it, that prayer can change your day, because that's what it was made for. To remind you of the strength that is already there, inside you. Lord, I stand before you with what I have today. Maybe it's cheerfulness, maybe it's tiredness, maybe faith, maybe doubt, perhaps hope mixed with fear. But still, I come in one piece, with truth, with soul, with a sincere desire to hear you and be guided. May this morning be a new beginning, and that I see with the eyes of faith what logic still cannot explain. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not any of his benefits. Psalm 103:2. This word invites me to thank you, not just for what I have received, but for what I have experienced. Even what didn't stay, he freed. And today, I begin with gratitude, because gratitude transforms the ordinary into the sacred. And when I recognize what I already have, I make room to receive what is yet to come. Nothing flourishes in ungrateful soil. And today, I choose to plant gratitude in all that I am. Gratitude is a choice that changes the outlook. It does not ignore pain, but it does not allow pain to define everything. It gives its name to silent blessings. To that person who arrived at the right time, to the deliverance I didn't even notice, to the hug that healed the day. When I give thanks, I stop chasing everything and begin to realize that a lot is already here, right in front of me. Gratitude does not wait for life to be perfect to flourish. It is born in the middle of the journey, even with stones in the way. And little by little, it changes our interior. And when the heart changes, the world changes too. Today, I don't just want to live. I want to live aware of how blessed I have been. And even when the days are gray, may I still know how to say thank you. For the learning hidden in waiting, for the strength that springs from weakness, for the answers that came in the form of silence. Gratitude is not just a reaction, it is a posture of the soul. And when the heart learns to be grateful, it also learns to trust. Because those who recognize the good they already have become ready to multiply, to love more, to live with more. Meaning, today I bless with my soul, and I let gratitude drive everything that comes after that. Because remembering God's benefits is not letting the heart get lost in the rush and forget what really matters. Lord, calm my mind, She wakes up accelerated, often full of repeated thoughts, of anticipated worries. But what I want now is presence. I want to breathe with awareness, hear the sound of my own silence, and feel peace. May my mind be a habitable place today, a space where thoughts flow lightly and not heavily. May your spirit organize what is disordered inside. Protect my steps in this new day. Every departure, every turn, every route, every meeting. May I be surrounded not only by walls but by purpose. Deliver me from what seems good, but which distances me from you. Bring closer what is true, what edifies, what adds. And that even when I don't realize it, your angels are guarding me in silence. Lord, strengthen my interior, because sometimes I don't need more strength in my arms, but more firmness in my soul. It gives me the courage to continue, even when I feel like stopping. Help me to choose wisely, to speak sweetly, and to react with balance. May I not be held hostage to the emotions of the day, but an instrument of your peace, wherever I am. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do the rest. Psalm 37:5. Today I deliver. I give what I desire, what I fear, what I do not understand, because trusting is more than waiting. It's resting. It is knowing that even without seeing, there is a plan being drawn with love. And I want to live in peace with the timing of things, without running on the outside and getting lost on the inside. Lord, take care of my health, of the body that sustains me, of the mind that directs me, of the heart that drives me. May I know how to listen to the signs of fatigue, respect my limits, and not demand more than necessary. That I eat well, that I move, that I take a deep breath. All of this is also spiritual. For the temple of your love is the life that dwells in me. Bless my work, my projects, my responsibilities. May I do it with attention, with ethics, with presence. It helps me do more than accomplish tasks. It helps me accomplish with meaning. May I turn routines into missions. And that where there is discouragement, I bring inspiration. Because everything that is done with love transforms the environment. Lord, take care of my relations, from my friends, from my family, from the connections that are part of my day. May I know how to love lightly, respect firmly, welcome with truth. And may I also receive healthy love without a charge disguised as care. May my ties be sources of energy and not of wear and tear. May everything around me strengthen me, and may I also strengthen others. Because to love is also to know how to build bridges with a heart at peace. May I learn to be truly present, not just with words, but with attitudes. May I know how to listen with empathy, without rushing to answer, without the weight of judgment. May I not close myself off out of fear, nor lose myself trying to please everyone. The deepest relationships do not require excessive effort, only sincere presence. And when love is light, it heals. When it is true, it liberates. Lord, remove from me what only consumes and bring closer what nourishes, what teaches, what makes me grow. May my affections not be out of necessity, but by choice. Teach me also to detach with respect from what no longer blooms. Not everything was made to last, but everything can leave learning. May I accept the cycles that end without anger, without guilt, without hurt, and that I surround myself with people with whom I can be who I really am. May the love I give be a seed, and may the love I receive be shelter. May my relationships reflect your presence, steadfast, free, sweet, and full of purpose. For what comes from you, Lord, never weighs, it just adds. If today I have to face any difficulty, Lord, teach me not to carry alone what was made to be shared with you. It reminds me that I can take a deep breath, close my eyes, and call out to you, and that in this simple attitude, my soul already begins to recompose itself, because I'm not alone. I never was, and this certainty already changes everything. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but thou shalt not be stricken. Psalm 91:7. This promise does not mean that evil will not come, but that it will not win. I can even feel the wind, but I won't break. I can hear the roar of the storm, but I know who's in the boat with me. And that gives me peace in days of struggle, because the protection that covers me is greater than everything that threatens me. Lord, give me wisdom to speak only of what edifies, to decide with conscience, to know when to act and when to wait. Not everything needs an answer. Not everything deserves my attention. Teach me to choose battles and preserve my peace, because winning is not always fighting. Sometimes it's just choosing to be silent with a quiet heart. Help me to be patient with time, with others and with myself. Not to rush into the stations that are still being formed. Everything has its cycle. Everything has its rhythm. May I learn to wait with faith and not with anguish, to trust in the invisible that prepares itself behind the scenes of life, and to rest in the certainty that your timing is always perfect. Lord, strengthen my self-esteem, that I don't compare myself, don't diminish myself, don't lose myself trying to please others. I was created with purpose, with gifts, with essence, and I don't need to fit where there's no room for who I am. May I see myself as you see me, capable, worthy, loved, and may I walk with this truth stamped on my soul. Today, I make room to prosper, to thrive in ideas, in relationships, in love, in generosity. May scarcity remain only as a reminder of where I no longer want to be. May abundance enter lightly, without greed, with purpose. And may I know how to share everything that blossoms in me, because true prosperity is the one that overflows. Lord, help me to see beauty in the ordinary, in a hot coffee, in a smile, in a brief conversation, in a moment of silence. May I not live only expecting the extraordinary, but may I celebrate the simple with gratitude, because those who are grateful for little already live a lot, and those who live long are already living the miracle. If this prayer spoke to you, touched your heart, or brought peace to your soul, leave in the comments what you felt, or just write a simple Amen as a gesture of faith and connection. If you want, you can also share your name or your dream. It is in this space that we form a chain of hope, where each written word can strengthen another life. And if you are not yet part of our prayer community, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Here every day you will find words that welcome, strengthen, and remind you you are not alone. If anyone came to your mind during this prayer, please send this video. It may be the relief that this person's heart is asking for. Now, with a lighter heart and full of faith, let us together deliver the day with confidence and peace. Praying, the prayer that unites millions of voices in one hope. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.